So my whole life, I've always told that I need to have more patience. I'm an Aries. Aries don't naturally have much patience. They're fast action movement fire, right? Well, Aries is the sign I was born into, but Gemini is the sign that I'm supposed to become. To become the sign that I'm supposed to become, I have to do the opposite sign, which is Sagittarius, which is patience and balance. So I'm supposed to learn patience and balance. Or so I keep being told and thinking, but at the same time, I also consider thinking that maybe that's a them problem for thinking that I need to have more patience and do things slower. But meanwhile, even though I've been in Aries, I've never had that Aries momentum like my whole life growing up as a child. Like, I always waited. Like, I just got so used to waiting for everything that I became like the most patient person. It wasn't until I stepped into my Aries powers that I was the very impatient person that you probably noticed if you're on my channel. So maybe the impatient isn't a me problem, it's a them problem for thinking that I'm trying to speed things up, but maybe they're just being too slow. Has anyone ever thought to consider for just like a second, maybe it's not me, because a lot of these lessons I'm learning, sometimes it's not about me, it's learning to accept me for who I am. And these people who are telling me to have patience and wait all the time, that I need to have patience and whatever, that's a them problem for not being fast enough or on my level or to my speed. Now, I agree. There are some things that I do need to have a little bit more patience with. So instead of always having patience and waiting or being too fast forward in my moments, I'm just stuttering and talking because I'm trying to get it out. Maybe it's more like balance. The Gemini energy is about the balance of knowing when to go, when to pause. So is Sagittarius. The balance, the temperance isn't a pause. It's knowing when to go and when to not, and what to do. They may be opposites on the zodiac wheel, but I think in that aspect they're very close. So if you know a fire sign and you keep telling them to have patience, maybe you should rethink yourself, the fact that you are too slow. We ain't got our entire lives to wait for you to be ready. We're definitely not waiting for you to be ready for whatever reason. We don't wait. We are going to balance.